ไม่มาเหมือนกันใช่ไหม
No question. Wow. One of the students yesterday asked me about the word please. Please.
please
P-L-E-S-A-E.
please
Yeah, she was wondering, do you use,
ไม่ได้โปรด
huh?
please
Do you use please at the beginning of the sentence that you're saying, or at the end, or in the middle? Well, it depends on basically what you're saying. Most of the time, please comes in the beginning.
please tell me
Something like that. And I'll give you a few examples and we'll go over them briefly, just so everybody, she's not here, the girl that asked the question is not here. I told her, I'd tell her this morning, but anyway, please.
please please tell ไม่ดื่ม please tell me เหรอ
Now remember,
remember
the word is help.
please
It's not help.
please
A lot of people drop the P here and say, please help me.
tell me
Please help me.
please tell me
No. Please help.
please
Help.
help 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 me
Help.
please help me help ออกเสียง P อ่ะ ถ้าออกผิดก็ประมาณเป็นลมโลกก็ได้เหรออ๋อเราไม่ค่อยรู้เรื่องไงถ้าออกที่เทลมีเนี่ยเหรอหรือว่าจะ
ถ้าไม่ออกเสียงพีนิดนึงมันก็จะเป็นเฮลแบบ
เฮลอ๋อเฮลอะไรอย่างเงี้ยว่า
นี่มีเฮล
ดิสเทล
สังเกตเสียงคล้ายๆเยอะมาก
เหมือนภาษาจีนนะเสียงเหมือนแต่รูปไม่เหมือนแต่ยังไม่หนักหนาเหมือนภาษาอังกฤษเลยนะ you open the door you open the door for me please please tell me how your trip two cups of coffee please สับง่ายๆนะแต่ต้องออกเสียงให้ดีเขาไปติดมากแล้วนี่ภาษาจีนย่างนะย่างเขาไม่ย่างไม่ใช่ย่างคนละตัวย่างตัวนี้ตัวที่มีคนพูดแล้วก็ตัวจะสั้นเนี่ยยอมพีซ
เอาพีซเตรียมได้
หรือปังวออะไรก็ได้ช่วยหน่อยเดี๋ยวก็ใช้คำว่า
Okay, there's a few examples we'll go over in a second. You know, if suppose the situation was that there were, let's say, 10 students outside the door, and each of the students wore a backpack, and they came in, and the teacher said she could say different things. Put the backpacks on the floor by the wall. Put the backpacks on the floor by the wall. Please come in. Please have a seat. Please put the oh no, she said put the backpacks on the floor by the wall. And so the students all take off the backpacks and put them on the floor. That's one way to do it, and that's almost like an order. It's almost like a direct order. Put the backpacks on the floor. The second way to do it would be, please. take your backpacks and put them on the floor. A lot calmer than put the backpacks on the floor. Or put your backpacks on the floor, please. Most of the time, the please would be at the beginning. Please put your backpacks on the floor, as opposed to put your backpacks on the floor. Okay? That's like a order. Yes. Boom. But please is a little smoother, nicer. Or put your backpacks on the floor, please. But most of the time, in phrases like that, the please will come at the beginning. There are times when please would be in the middle of a sentence, maybe, or at the end. Please help me. Please help me. Something's wrong, and the person is saying, help me somehow. Please help me. Would you open the door for me, please? Would you open the door for me, please? Please tell me about your trip to America or to Thailand or wherever. Please tell me about your trip. You could say, tell me about your trip, please. But most of the time, it would be, please tell me about your trip. I'd love to hear about it. 2 cups of coffee, please. If you're in a restaurant or a coffee shop and the waiter or waitress comes over, what would you like, sir? 2 cups of coffee, please. With please at the end, in this case. Open the door for me, please. Come in, please. Oh, come in, please. Come in, please. Somebody's outside. They're one. Oh, come in, please. Please sit down. Please sit down. Please be seated. Please be seated. In other words, come and take a seat. Please be seated. In each case, please, please. Please is first. Would you open the door for me, please? In a sense, this is a question. Would you open the door for me, please? It doesn't necessarily sound like a question because, well, of course, I'll open the door for you. But it is a question because you say, would you open the door for me, please? No. It could happen. I mean, it doesn't happen very often, but somebody said, no, I won't. I don't like opening doors. No. So, okay. So, would you open the door for me, please? Or would you please open the door for me? Please, would you open the door for me? No, that wouldn't be. I mean, people would understand what you're saying, but it's not the right order. Would you please open the door for me? Or would you open the door for me, please?
Okay.
Please. No, I won't. Please tell me about your trip. 2 cups of coffee, please. Come in, please. Please sit down. Or you could say, please come in. Most of the time it's, come in, please. Oh, please sit down. Please be seated. May I have the check? Please. Please help me. Help me, please? Yeah, you could say that. Sure, people would understand. But most of the time, the please is in the initial part, except where it's more comfortable at the end. And would you please open the door, or would you open the door for me? Please. At the end of the statement. Please tell me about your trip. 2 cups of coffee, please. Come in, please. Please sit down. Please be seated. May I have the check, please? So, I mean, it's a matter of practice and saying it, getting comfortable with it, and sooner or later, it's not even something you think about. Like, oh, should I say please first? Please not. Forget it. You just do it. Would you open the door for me, please? you could say, please, would you open the door for me? Yeah, but most of the time, would you open the door for me, please? So it can go either way, and people will understand what you're talking about. May I have the check, please? Please, may I have the check? Yeah, but 99% of the time, the person speaking will say, may I have the check, please, to the waiter? Oh yes, right away, sir. Come in, please. Please sit down. You could flip it around, but most of the time, come in, please. Or, please come in, but most time, please come in, please. And please tell me about your check. Yeah. Would you open the door for me, please? You wouldn't really say, that would be awkward to say, please, will you open the door for me? You could, yeah, okay, right, but it's not the 100% correct way. Would you please open the door? Or would you open the door for me, please? That type of thing. So, while it can be used front and back, most of the time it's in the front, please. But they'll understand you if you flip it. But it's a matter of practice and comfort, what you're comfortable saying. Please be seated.
The same meaning.
Oh, it is the same idea. It's not, it's just the order of the words. But you'll be understood. Please help me, please. Yes. Most of the time when you start with would you, then it's not please would you so much as would you please open the door for me, or would you open the door for me, please? I'm carrying these chairs. Would you please open the door for me? Or would you open the door for me, please?
In case of the business, they use the please about please order my product like this, or thank you for and please pay money in time, on time, something like that. They use that.
Oh yeah, please can be used many different ways. Almost anywhere you want to put it, because it's a statement of kindness and respect. Please help me. I could say help me. Just help me. No, please. Or like I said with the teacher, put the backpacks on the floor. Not please put the backpacks on the floor. Or put the backpacks on the floor, please. No. Put the backpacks on the floor. Very direct, very strong and firm. But, oh, please put the backpack on. You know, so it's just an easier way. And in business or anything, any field really, it's a statement of comfort and kindness, please. I could tell you to do this and do that with no please. Help me right now. Oh, yes, sir. Oh. But please help me? Oh, sure, yeah, sure. So it's a statement of kindness and, you know, trying to make things comfortable. Would you please get me the check? Get me the check. Nah. Yes, sir. Ooh. No, I mean, he'll get you the check, but it's not the kind and polite way to say it. Good morning, sir. The polite way to say it and the nice way to say it is, would you please get me the check? Or may I have the check, please? A whole different thing than get me the check. Now.
May I ask you that? What do you use when you need your customer, when you want to tell your customer that pay the check or something like that? What do you use?
Could you please transfer?
Transfer?
Yes.
Sure. It can be used many different ways in many different sentences. Please help me, yeah, okay. But please open the door. Please this, please that. There are many ways. And so it's a word that you use constantly when you're like out, you know, like at the restaurant, please, or please, may we have a check, please? We'd like 2 cups of coffee, please. it's not critical where you place the please. It's not like nobody will understand what you're saying if you say, help me please, as opposed to please help me. No, everybody knows. Just a comfort factor, and the way most things are spoken, and most of the way the word is used. Would you open the door for me, please? Please, tell me about your trip. Or, tell me about your trip, please. But it would be better to say, please, tell me about your trip. 2 cups of coffee, please. What would you like, sir? Oh, 2 cups of coffee, please. You could say, please, 2 cups of coffee, but a little bit awkward. 2 cups of coffee, please. Come in, please. Please sit down. Please be seated. And may I have the check, please? It's just, you could say, may I have the check, period. And he'll bring you the check. It's just the adding of the please is to make it nice, pleasant, easygoing. You can say, may I have the check, and you will get the check. May I have the check, please? Just an extra little word to make it comfortable and pleasant and nice. Yeah, that's all. Please, may I have the check? Yes, but most people would say, may I have the check, please?
May I have the check, please? We said it in the restaurant. May I have the check, please?
What?
If I want to check the money.
If you want to pay the money,
Pay the money in the restaurant.
right. You're in the restaurant, you finish the food, you're done. And you say to your friend, well, I guess we might as well get going. Wait a minute, let me ask for the check. Oh, waiter, may I have the check, please? Yes, sir. There you go. May I have the check, please? It's just, you could say, oh, waiter, may I have the check? Of course. No problem. May I have the check, please? It's just a polite, nice way. You'll still get the check. Give me the check now. You, beautiful. Or, may I have the check, please? Both ways you get the check. One way, not so nice. The other way, nice. Pleasant.
More please, more nice.
It's
More polite.
It's
More
polite.
please.
Polite way to say.
Right, it's a polite, civil way to do things. Give me a check.
Give me a check. It's really expensive. I'm going to kill you.
Right, throw it on the floor and walk out, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, it's a matter of being polite, and whether you say it at the beginning or the end is not the end of the world. It can be a lot of times either way. A couple times it'll be a little awkward, but it's just a matter of being polite. Front, back, no big deal. As you go through, and the more English you speak and the more you hear, you'll feel more comfortable. May I have a check, please? Instead of sitting there saying, ooh, should I say, please, may I have a check, or may I have a check, please? Which, no, you'll get the check, don't worry. But may I have a check, please? So,
Father. Wow, we call you father.
right, well, I don't know about that. I ain't too sure of that, but yeah, we'll see, I don't know. But, would you open the door for me, please? Please, would you open the door for me? Yeah, you could say that, but normally when it's a would you please, or would you open the door for me, please? So, are there any questions about this? It's a matter of feeling comfortable and being polite. Whether you put it at the front or the back, no big deal. Please, may I have the check? May I have the check, please? Either way, you're going to get the check. Any questions about that?
Please be seated and come in. Take a seat. It's same meaning.
Oh, come on in. Please, come on in. Have a seat. Please, come on in. Be seated. Please, come on in. Take a seat.
Take a seat. It's same meaning.
Yeah. Take a seat. Be seated. Sit down. No problem. Oh, come on in. Come on in. Have a seat. Be seated. Sit down.
Come on, it's like call somebody to be here.
Yeah, come on in. Come on.
Or like
Come on means to move forward. Come on. So, come on in. Come on in. Have a seat. We're just about ready to begin. Come on in. Have a seat.
Come on in. Come in.
Come in. Come on in.
Come on in.
Many different ways.
Can you say, come here please?
Come here, please. Yeah, if you want the person to come right next to you, for example, come here, I have something to say to you. A lot of times you'll hear a teacher say to the student, come here, I want to talk to you.
may say come up here. Come up.
Right, in the sense if somebody is in the back of the room and you wanted them to come up here. Oh, come up here a minute, I want to show you this. Boom, 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 boom. Come up here from the back. Student in the rear of the class, oh, come up here, I want to show you this paper, this homework that you did. I want to talk about it. So come up here a minute. Come up. So somebody would get up from the back of the room and walk up. You could just as well say, come here, I want to talk to you. Here, it's right here.
But the same feeling, right?
Oh yeah, the same idea. Right, come here, come up, come forward.
Come forward.
But normally you would say to the student, come here, I want to show you something. You could say, come up. Yeah, you still come up, but come here would be the common way. Come to this spot where I'm standing at my desk.
Sometimes I watch the movie, I heard, oh no, come on.
Well,
This
it's
meaning? No.
Come on. It's an expression, just an expression. You say, oh, come on, what are you talking about? You're acting foolish. Come on now. It's just an expression. It doesn't really mean come on. It means act correctly, act normal. Come on, stop that. Now come on, stop talking back there. We're doing the lesson. Come on, stop it. It doesn't mean come on, come forward. It just means, stop what you're doing. Come on, change what you're doing. From talking to no talking type thing.
Like a same word. Well.
Yeah.
I know. Just.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, what are you talking about? Well, I don't know. It has no distinct meaning. It's just a way to start off the sentence in a kind of, way. Well, I don't know. And you can just say, I don't know. The well, it's just thrown out there to fill up space or something. It has no specific meaning. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Same meaning. The well has no distinct meaning. Any questions?
Come on in and come in. What do you mean?
Come on in.
Come on in and come in.
What do you think it means?
Different or same meaning?
No, that's pretty much the same meaning. Oh, hi, come on in. Have a seat. Come in, have a seat. Please come in, have a seat. Same idea, same thing.
Thank you.
Come on in. Come in.
Pretty much mean very much, right?
What?
Pretty much then very much the same meaning. When you
Pretty much.
always say pretty much.
Pretty much the same meaning. Like come
Very
in,
much.
come on in, and come in. Pretty much the same meaning. Pretty much. Yeah, very close. Pretty much this. Whatever you're saying, pretty much the same meaning. Pretty much, yeah, a lot the same. Pretty much. They're very much the same. Pretty much. Just an expression. Has nothing to do with pretty as a word. Any other questions about that? About this, I mean? May I have the check, please?
Okay.
Right, I'm sure you'll say okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead, please.
Well, why don't you take the check?
Go ahead, please.
Excuse me. Check like paper. Check.
checkbook
Check. When sometimes we
There are many times you can use the word check. Check.
check pronounce is the same.
You can write a check.
Right.
You can ask for the check. May I have the check,
Check stuff.
please? I'm going to the hotel. I will check in. And when I'm leaving the hotel, I will check out. And when I go to the market, the supermarket, I will go to the checkout line where I pay the money and take the stuff. Check out. Better check this out. Check to examine. Better check out what's going on out there. Could be trouble. Check out, go out, look, see, check. I'll check on it, don't worry. Go out and see what's happening. Many uses of the word check. Remember I told you, rain check. The rain check. Ticket, stub.
Baseball.
There you are. If it rains during the game, you've got the rain check. You can come back the next day. Rain check, no problem. May I take a rain check? Will you be able to go to lunch with me today? Oh no, I'm sorry. I've got an appointment. But can I have a rain check? In other words, you're asking that, yes, I would want to go to lunch with you, but I can't make it today. So can we have another day? In other words, it's just an expression. Oh, I can't make it today, but can I have a rain check? You're sure. We'll go Wednesday instead of today. Rain check. 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 We'll have to check this. Look it over, examine it. I'll write a check. Give me the check. Check in, check out. Rain check. There's a lot of different ways to use the word check. Any other questions?
I mean check off the bank.
Checkbook.
Check.
You have a checkbook.
Check my check
If I want someone to pay the check for me, cash.
Yeah, you could.
update รูปเลยนะ
ไม่จ่ายเช็ค
จ่าย
ไม่
เช็ค
จ่ายเช็คเช็ค
I have to pay by check
อ๋อเช็คอันนี้
You could write a check, pay the check to somebody for so much money, and here's the check. You can cash it at the bank. So the next day, the person you gave the check to goes to the
เช็ค
bank
ตัวนี้มันคนละตัวกัน
and cashes the check.
คนละตัวออกเสียงเหมือนกัน
ค่ะ
แต่ไม่ใช่เช็คตัวนี้
มัน
CH
pronounce same pronounce
check
Same
checkbook
spelling
and
or-
check
check
Oh yeah, it's all the same.
ตัวเหมือนกัน
Checkbook.
yeah.
I have a checkbook. I am
เขา
taking
เช็คว่า
out
มีเงินหรือเปล่า
a
ใช่
check.
ไหม
ไม่ใช่
Checkbook, check. I
เช็ค
will
ตัวนี้มันไม่
write a
ใช่ตัว
check.
นี้นะมันมีตัวคิวนะ
ใช่ใช่
Why
ส่วน
no
นั้นมาจากฝรั่งเศส
Why
อาจ
no
จะ
say
เขียนว่า
not say